So WrestleMania 18, you're talking about like one of the most iconic matches of all time. Rock versus Hogan is probably top 5 in my book of most important WrestleMania moments. Rob, did you want to go next, or do you want me to segue into it?
Yeah, I could.
You got something for us?
Well, definitely.
Favorite moment or favorite Mania? What do you got?
WrestleMania 3.
Okay. Yeah.
WrestleMania 3 for 2 reasons. Not only just, and it's iconic in my book because I loved Hulk Hogan. And when he fought Andre the Giant and did that slam, that's,
Slam heard around the world.
history books 100%. It was a capacity crowd for its time.
93,000.
And I would say that the other match that was noteworthy in that WrestleMania was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage. They put on a hell of a match.
Okay.
And it's definitely like if you're not so much into wrestling but want to know about its roots, definitely check out WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 1 was also really good because it was like fanfare. It was the very beginning of it. It immediately had like celebrities involved. Regis Philbin was there. Liberace was there. Muhammad Ali.
Holy shit.
And they had Mr. T tag team with Hulk Hogan against Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper. And that was the tag team match of WrestleMania. And it was a hell of a show. And it set the precedent, and it's why WrestleMania is still alive today. It's just always been, it's like the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Sweet, you said WrestleMania 14 was your moment?
I would say it's tough to choose. It's either that or, I mean, Hogan vs. Rock was amazing, and I knew my brother was there, and that's where this belt was too. So I mean, that's up there. But if not, then it's Austin vs. Rock. I don't know which one.
Yes.
There was 3 of them. The last one was the most emotional.
Oh, that was
because that was when he retired.
He hits fucking...
But what was the other 2? It was the heel turn. Austin was the
There's
second
the Tyson
one, right?
push.
2001 WrestleMania 17.
That's where he turned
X7.
heel
Correct.
with Vince, and then he won against The Rock, right?
Yes.
The first time they went off, Rock was the bad guy, right?
That's my favorite.
The first time on WrestleMania 15, Rock was the champion, and he was the heel. He was the corporate champion.
He was the corporate champion.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know which one of those is my favorite, honestly, but I mean,
we're watching Vince McMahon.
Well,
get
talk
beat up.
about your experience at WrestleMania. You attended
What?
your first ever WrestleMania a few years ago that I stiffed
did
you
go
on.
to
I'm sorry.
WrestleMania 25. Was it 25?
No, 35.
35? 30. It wasn't 35. This is what year is this?
38.
We're on 38?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You went
Really?
to WrestleMania 35 at MetLife Stadium.
Okay, so yeah. Well, I'll say it was long. It was like the longest thing I've ever
7 hours.
sat through. And that's not to say that it was bad. I mean, the biggest moment about that, the biggest thing from that was Kofi Mania.
Yeah.
You got to see Kofi Kingston win the title, and
Right.
the pop was huge for that. Everyone was really happy. I was happy. Kofi Kingston, he's anybody that's put that much time in,
veteran,
to finally
yeah.
become the champion. That was a cool moment to be part of. So I was there for Kofi Mania. I don't really remember much else. We left during the main event, which was the triple threat women's match with Charlotte.
Becky, Ronda Rousey.
Was it Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda?
Yeah, that's where
And-
Becky got Becky 2 belts.
Me and Gina got out of there, and thank God we did because
You would have went home at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
it was chaos getting out of there. Apparently,
80,000 people trying to leave at
they were
once.
stuck, and we got out. We got out, no problems. We got out, and the fireworks were going off.
Yeah.
So but we didn't really care too much.
Vin,
Guys,
do you have
appreciate you guys
do you have a
tuning in.
moment that you can remember, or a Mania particularly?
It's tough.
If he
man.
doesn't know the
I don't-
number, just tell me a moment.
to
And
guess.
I'll give you the number. Just give me a
All right.
moment.
It's hard. I think. What you figure? I definitely would have rented like The Rock and Stone Cold, but I can't remember the specifics. That's why
Right.
I'm not like the biggest fan. I just enjoyed it at the time, fell off of it a little, and now
Most people did.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
most
people are
did.
like me.
The Attitude Era. That was like the ending of people's like interest in.
I gotta
professional
say,
wrestling.
my buddy
100%.
CJ is really who like pulled me back into wrestling.
Kept you
'Cause,
in.
like, I wasn't watching like the weekly Raws or anything, but we would always get together for the pay-per-views.